Donald Trump is standing by his comments. Earlier today, Trump tried to clarify what he meant.
I do also respect greatly people that aren't captured. Nobody talks about them. We talk about John McCain, and I think it's great, and he is a very brave man and all of that. But we don't talk about the people that weren't captured, and that's what I was trying to refer to, and I think I did. And by the way, if you see the news conference right afterwards, a few minutes afterwards, everything was perfect. I never even thought this would be an issue. My opponents have brought it up. These are guys that have 0 in the polls.
Joining us now, Caitlin Huey-Burns from RealClearPolitics to talk about all of this. Caitlin, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
So how does this factor into the 2016 race with so many GOP politicians who are running for president coming out in support of John McCain?
Well, the most immediate thing is that Donald Trump is likely to be on that debate stage in a couple of weeks. So you're seeing all of these other candidates trying to address him in some way. You have candidates like Ted Cruz, who is vying for a similar constituency as Donald Trump is, those kind of angry, frustrated base voters. You also have people like Rick Perry, who is trying to make an impact in some way, very actively going against Trump. And after the comments this weekend, you've seen basically the entire party become very upset with Donald Trump, trying to force him out of the race, but he doesn't show any signs of backing down.
So if you are Donald Trump and you have this kind of mass outrage weighing upon you or against you, what is your next move here? Because certainly he has said he doesn't need to apologize. He clearly won't apologize.
Well, the difference between Donald Trump and some other candidates that we saw last cycle who kind of had their moment in the sun, were rising in the polls, Herman Cain, Michelle Bachmann, Donald Trump doesn't show any signs really of being able to kind of come back down to earth, really face the reality of what the party wants and what the party wants to do. I think it will take something from voters who are responding positively for him in some of these polls. So I'll be very interested to watch over the next couple of weeks as more and more polls come out, whether voters start to become offended, perhaps personally, by the things that he's saying, or whether this actually fuels their support for him.
Yeah, Caitlin, there didn't seem to be a problem, at least with some people, although others found it distasteful, with his comments about Mexico. But is this the one issue that will probably or will have some kind of negative impact finally on his attempts to become president?
Well, you've seen the party really galvanize kind of against him. A week or so ago, the chairman called him, the chairman of the Republican Party called him to tone down his comments. Then he's going directly after McCain. This is an issue that will really, I think, energize veterans groups who are very active in primaries, energize them against him. So I'll be interested to see whether that has a direct impact on him.
What about the notion of a third party, the candidacy? Because the notion that he may not endorse a Republican if there is a frontrunner besides him, that could really change things up.
Right, and that's a real concern, I think, in the party right now, is if you are so, actively trying to force him out, whether he takes that and runs a third-party candidacy. I think that's a big fear among people in the party right now. And as we've discussed before, Trump is not someone who really cares what the party thinks about him at all. In fact, that's part of his MO. So you could certainly see how he would take this and run with it on his own.
All right, to be continued. Caitlin Huey-Burns, thank you so much.